Welcome to Kokomo Speedway, qualifying underway for the KRP.com Sprint Car Series. Last week's winner, Ryan File in the 81. Getting his qualifying in. Bradley Wilson sets the first time of the night and then immediately disappears. Quinn Newton goes P3. Ryan File jumps up to P2. Scott Elston currently 4th. He will stay 4th. Got getting some extra practice in as he's already finished his qualifying run. We wait for Lucas Hoytsma to head out, or Nathan Lafayette or Damon Nagel. 4 of the 7 cars have completed their quali. Seven machine starts to roll. Much clatter in the background. Lucas on his first time lap now. 10.96. That'll be second quick. He was able to find 2/10 here on his lap 2. Not quite at 10.89, so quicker, but he will stay in second. Lafayette heads out. He's actually on his second time lap here. First one didn't count. Second one goes 11.96, put him up in 5th. I have Damon Nagel in the Trevor Project car. So we'll get all 7 cars attempting to qualify. Still 2 minutes for another driver to pop in.
Welcome to Kokomo for race 2 of round 8. Good luck to everybody on making it to the next round. We will have one 8-lap heat followed by a 2-minute warm-up and a 30-lap feature. You have one faster car. Be aware of who you're racing around, have fun, and thank you all for coming out.
Damon Nagel slots in 5th. See how much of this minute and 30 he takes up.
We'll see how the pit roads go, but I have a feeling they're going to close early. If you get a black flag because they close early, let me know, and I will put it for you.
The pits are weird as hell here. You enter the pits coming out of turn 2, and then you exit the pits going into turn 1. Very strange. You can fit about 6 cars.
Will be reviewed after the race.
Nagel nice enough to give us something to watch for this last minute of the qualifying, even though all cars have completed quali. And he goes for a wall ride here. Wall ride in style. That is going to do it for us having something to watch. Cliff Mullins isn't here. Someone had to go over. Nagel happily taking that spot. Final 5 seconds tick away here. Kokomo qualifying. Then we will head straight into our 8-lap heat race. It's amazing how loud that was. Everybody but our pole sitter on track. Way to slow things down, Brad. There is no Bradley Wilson in driver chat, so we'll get a quick chat with Lucas. Lucas, how we doing?
Yo.
Hello, sir. Happy Tuesday to you. Hopefully, we'll have some good luck for once in one of these heat races. You've struggled in the heat races this year.
Just got a pop from Quinn there. Yeah, I've been struggling with heat races, but this is my home dirt track here. I love Kokomo a lot, so pretty excited to do this heat race. And I don't know, maybe with 7 people, maybe I won't get nervous and wreck myself.
I mean, maybe 7's the magic number tonight. Good luck, sir.
Thanks, Matt.
Lucas Heusman into 7. Did not know this was his home dirt track, so a little bit of tidbit info there. And here we go. Green flag in the air. Wilson gets a decent jump over Lucas Heusman in the 7. Up against the fence, though. Heusman cuts back to the inside. Looks for that crossover. He's digging on the bottom. Wilson checks up right behind him as Heusman slides up in front of him. That was a very good slide job, and Wilson cut him a bit of a break. Heusman now out front. Gets up into the fence, but so does Wilson. Then Wilson gets into the back of Heusman, then File gets into Wilson.
I'm trying to get out of it.
Everyone's making contact. Heusman goes around. Newton collects the 51 of Wilson. Ryan File comes out of all that with the lead.
It's broken.
That was
Very
a
broken.
lot going on there. I'm sure we'll see a lot of these cars hitting that pit road.
Well, I'm sorry about that.
Heusman apologizing, but a big stack up there. Got 4 cars hitting pit road for that quick repair. Crazy thing is they pop out in front of the field. Fortunately, laps don't count under caution, so Ryan File had some contact in that, did not come down to check the car out. Going to preserve that track position. Pace truck heads down pit road. Only 5 to go at the stripe. File gets a huge jump over Nathan Lafayette. Scott Elston in the wall already. Bradley Wilson back up to 3rd. He sets after the 00 of Lafayette as Lafayette gets into the fence. Wilson takes over 2nd. It's now 1 second to run down his teammate. Does it sound like File brushed the fence a little bit there? Heard a lot of drivers say this track's really tough. File Wilson 1-2. Nagel is taken over 3rd. Newton now 4th. Scott Elston 5th. Lafayette just gets passed by Heusman. Lucas is in the wall. Heard him say he was excited for this. He is struggling a bit. Here goes Wilson to the inside of File on the last lap. File throws it into the fence on the final lap, and Wilson wins the heat race. File will come home 2nd. Damon Nagel finishes 3rd. That was quite chaotic race. Hopefully we'll get a little cleaner here for our actual main event, but we got a 2-minute warm-up to get through. Wait, I'm going to go out and try to do a warm-up. When you said it was your home track, I expected a little bit different.
Yeah. I sent that slide job. It worked, and then the next corner, I felt good. Then the next one, the wall kind of grabbed me, and it didn't let go
Inappropriate
from
grabbing.
the right away.
Then it didn't let go. And
Yeah,
then...
I was trying to pull it off. Then finally came off, just went down into the entire field. So
it's a bit of a mess. We got 30 laps to try and rebound that. What's your strategy? You just going to try and feed the bottom and let the top guys grab the wall, or are you going to let it all hang out?
I'm trying to wear the top out right now. I really don't want it just to be top feeding because that'll be super boring. Everybody's gonna wreck each other.
Wait, I thought you said
really
super
want the bottom
boring.
to come in.
Super boring and everyone wreck each other. It's not the same thing. You know that, right?
Well, yeah, that's true.
Drama is drama. Like when you wrecked the whole field, it was entertaining.
Yeah, different points of view. Yeah.
Alright, bud. Good luck in the race.
Thanks.
Oh my gosh. I can tell they don't have to repair those cars. On to the feature. 30 laps. Once again, Bradley Wilson taking his sweet time. There's Brad. He's not the last one on track. That honor goes to Quinn Newton tonight. Everybody's waiting on Mr. Iowa. There he is. All right, let's run through our starting lineup presented by our friends at Labor 12. We have on pole Brad Wilson winning the heat race. His Shenandoah Shine teammate Ryan File will start alongside on the front row. We have Damon Nagel. The Trevor Project car starts in the third spot. Quinn Newton BGR CTC Racing Low Drag Iowa car starts in the fourth spot. Scott Elston Cave RP with the lime green looking pretty cool starts in the fifth spot. Lucas Hoisma, he'll start sixth tonight after throwing in that heat race we had. And Lafayette, the Penguin, he'll start in seventh. 7 cars, 30 laps. Kokomo Speedway. A lot of the drivers that kind of make spotty starts saying they don't have the track tonight, so a bit of a smaller car field. Most of them the playoff drivers. Fix things. Green flag in the air. We are underway from Kokomo Speedway. File immediately trying that up and under. Just trying to get the lead away from his teammate. Hoyt's already up to fourth. Good gracious. Gained 2 spots. A blink of an eye. Wilson leading. File eating down low. Comes Quinn Newton right up against the fence. Still up against the fence. A little too against the fence. Quinn Newton just powering through there. Lose plenty of momentum and some track positions. Lucas catches the tire on the inside. He's going to spit it out.
I'm sorry, guys. I am so bad. I'm so hard at this point. I mean,
Lucas caught the tire there. Spun it out on the inside. He had gotten all the way up to third. That puts us under caution. I don't think he needs to park it. Probably shouldn't have damaged it at all. The front looks okay. Pit road anyhow. Like he took his fast repair anyway. Maybe there's some damage we couldn't see.
Goddamn jar of peanut butter!
That was so loud. Oh, that was so loud. It's like super quiet moment. No cars revving their engines, nothing going on in the house. It scared the crap out of me. Back underway we go. Wilson down the hill to the start-finish line to get us back underway. File up to the top. Newton, Elston. Looks like about the whole field. Maybe we're running a little bit off the wall. Top guy is right up on the wall. File grinding the wall. Newton hanging on to third right now. Shenandoah Shine 1-2. And both of them tagged the fence there. Our caution comes back out. It's like Nagel. The 86 has had some drama. He was up on the wall. Oh my gosh. See what happens to the Trevor Project car. Catches the fence on the exit and then drives up it. It's kind of awesome. Lands back on its wheels and then collects the Penguin. Backs into the fence. He'll have to come down for a fast repair. Whitesman now fourth, Newton third, File in second, Wilson leads. Very interesting wall riding technique. Pro level. You know, if you have enough speed and downforce, that would work. Until the fence opens. Once there's a gap, you're screwed. Here we go, back under green. Wilson gets a great jump over teammate Ryan File. File sends it into 1 and 2. Newton, Hoytsma, and then Elston, Lafayette, and Nagel. All cars still on that lead lap. So we approach the 1/3 mark. Currently on lap number 10. Wilson leads that lap. File falling back a bit. Newton in the fence. That lets Hoytsma get up to third. Newton throws for a spot and lets his teammate by. Teammate Nagel has had issues and gone to pit road. So he was up against the fence. He just drives it down to the pits to get out of the way. We stay green. Down to 6 machines. File second, Hoytsma third, Newton fourth. Closest battle is File and Hoytsma. That would be for second. So Hoytsma is about a half second back. Luke is closing in. They both tag the wall. This is why at tracks when there's no wall, these guys struggle. They're used to the wall catching them when they make a mistake, and sometimes when there is no wall, it gets very dramatic. Hoytsma to the inside here as we get to halfway. As the caution comes out, and I think Hoytsma was ahead when that caution came out. That should give him second.
When you're leaving something back here.
Looks like Quinn Newton tried to do the wall ride technique. Got that right rear into the fence, and the car goes up and over. Does a few somersaults, loses the top wing. Now we got half a midget. Brings it down, gets the wing put back on. Rejoin the race. Definitely made it entertaining. Oh boy. Thank you. Sound like my drivers. Badger telling the dog to get out of the way. So that's the second driver we've seen try to ride the wall in a atypical fashion. Hasn't worked out for either one of them. Nagel has retired from the event. Newton's still out there. Is able to get that fast repair. Back underway we go at halfway. Wilson once again a great jump. Hoyson was put back in third by the iRacing metrics, so he'll have to work on the 81 of file again. Hoyson definitely quicker through the entry of the corner. File's able to get away on exit. Look how much Hoytsman closes in, but then he just has nowhere to go. He's going to have to try and figure out how to pull that car down. Although he gets into the wall, spins it around. Tries to stay in the throttle and keep the yellow from coming out, but it still does trigger. Hoytsman now go back to the 6th position. He'll have to start his rise to the front once again. You know the track is tough when guys like Lucas are struggling a bit. Won the most races last season. Did the 7 car. Nearly won the championship. King Kart came away with that honor. Now we got 1-2 for Shenandoah Shine. They're King Kart's teammates. Trying to keep the streak alive for winning all the dirt championships in Sidewinder. Like our pace truck's in and we're getting set for the restart. 11 to go at the line. Back underway from Kokomo. Brad Wilson leads. Ryan Files second. Scott Elston, Quinn Newton, Lucas Hoysma, and Nathan Lafayette. Newton into third. Lucas Hoysma trying to go around the top side of his teammate. See Lafayette in the 0-0 there as well. So Lucas does finally get by Quinn Newton on that top. And Lucas right back up to third. Now he's got to make up almost 3 seconds if he wants to try and catch Ryan File and have a battle once again. Lucas now digging on the bottom. I guess he's tired of hitting the wall. Top 2 have separated themselves by about 2 seconds. Wilson well out in front of teammate Ryan File. And we have Hoytsma, and then Newton, Elston, and Lafayette. Field very spread out now. Closest battle is between Newton and Elston, 4th and 5th. And not all that close, separated by a second. Elston struggles out of the corner there. That gap going to grow to 2 seconds. Wilson leads in that 51. He laps the 0-0. Lafayette able to get out of the way enough that that wasn't dramatic. Wilson catching the wall there at the start finish line. He's still digging despite his lead. 2.5 second lead there. I believe that's Scott Elston, the 85 up ahead of him. So we come to the white flag. Wilson for the final time off turn number 4, and Wilson will pick up the win at Kokomo. Ryan File come home P2. Lucas Hoysma last car on the podium. Lucas, DG, got a copy?
Yep.
We brought it home third tonight after I think
Good
you
race,
passed the most
everybody. I'll
cars
have points
back
on
to the
this.
front many times there. Looks like it was a bit of a struggle despite being a home track for you. And, well, what'd you think of the race?
Well, it may be my home track, but I also suck at it, so.
So it's like me in Richmond. I get it.
Yeah, it's like I felt good, like I had some speed, but Bradley was so consistent, Ryan too. I would catch him a little bit, but then I would drive way over my head and run straight into the wall. But it was still fun. There at the end, I think if maybe it was a crown jewel race or something, we had 10 more laps would have come in because those guys started to run to the bottom. They flung all the marbles up to the top and had a bunch of grip and would have had some multi-groove racing. Shame we only had 6 cars out here tonight. I think it would have been a little better with more, but it was still fun. I had a good time, and congrats to Bradley on that win.
Hey, it was 7 cars.
That's true. That's true.
All right, bud. Hit me with those friends, family, and sponsor shoutouts.
Yeah, man. Just shout out CTC, Little Drag Esports, M9 Performance, great dirt setups over there. You've doing the broadcasting on Labor 12 as well.
Beautiful. All right, bud. We'll see you in Xfinity race later.
Yes, sir.
And now we'll go pull in second place for Ryan File in the 81. Ryan, DG, you got a copy?
I got you, yeah.
Well, first things first, congrats on your win last week. I know we weren't here to cover it, but you got the victory last week. So how did that feel, first of all?
Yeah, I mean, I missed you on the broadcast, but, I'm lucky enough to get the win and secure the spot in the top 4. I-55 really wasn't on my radar for something that I could really get a win at, but I pulled it out and didn't do as good this week at this track. I mean, a second's not terrible, but just not really where I want to be performance-wise, but we'll see what happens going into Knoxville.
Team 4, and then this week we got the the heat race was entertaining. I think everyone in the top 5 of that race had a problem at some point. Most of you in the same wreck. That was interesting, but able to get it settled down for the main event, and you and your teammate there just kind of dominated this one from the front. Pretty looks like a pretty casual day for the two of you. How is it tonight?
Track's definitely tough. I took it, I think, a little bit easier than Brad did, but I mean that shows, he ran away, won it. I just kind of tried to hold on at the end there, run the bottom because the top was just getting a little bit too slick, and paid off.
Day 4, you got this friends, family, and sponsor shoutouts.
Shenandoah Shine, Brad Wilson, Clayton. We got you guys put on the race. Excited for next week. Get the championship going. See who wins that. It's gonna be a good race, I think.
How are you at Knoxville?
Let's just say I'm gonna start practicing now.
Fair enough. All right, Ryan, take care, and we'll see you back here for the championship next week.
Thank you, thank you.
Now we bring in Brad Wilson in the 51, picking up the win tonight. Bradley, DG, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, sir, we outpaced the entire field tonight, kind of dominated this thing from flag to flag. How do we feel about the Kokomo Speedway?
Gonna be honest, not really a huge fan of the track, but apparently I'm pretty decent here to hold my own.
Yeah, I've heard that is a consensus across all the drivers. Not a big fan of this track. Maybe you guys can all band together and get a petition going so you don't have to see it next season.
We'll definitely get on that.
All right. Well, we heard the 81 Ryan File saying he's going to go start practicing right now for Knoxville next week. What's your plans for next week?
No, we're just gonna wait until then, I think, because you really never know the track temp and how the track's gonna act that day. So there's no point on planning for something different.
That is a very, very good point. Well, we'll see you out there contesting for that Knoxville Championship next week. But you got the victory tonight. Got those friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs for that 51 car.
You for putting this on and broadcasting this. It's always been a blast. Everyone for showing up. Ryan for running me really hard and clean. Shenandoah Shine.co for all they've done. My dad and my family for putting up with me for 19 years.
Perfect. Alrighty. We'll let you get out of here, celebrate this victory, and we'll go for a championship next week. We'll see you then.
All right, thank you. Yes, we will.
Brad Wilson in the 51, getting the victory here at Kokomo Speedway. They will all be going for that championship next week. 4 drivers will be in it. We know Brad Wilson and Ryan File are locked in. We'll have to wait and see who the other 2 are. And we'll get those points up in Discord when the admins are available to do so. Hope you guys enjoyed this broadcast. Take a look at our final results page. 7 drivers entering the race tonight. Brad Wilson with the win. Ryan File and Hoisman on the podium. Newton and Elston in the top 5. Lafayette hung in there for a 6th place, and Nagel out of the event about 10 laps in, winds up in 7th spot. Thanks to all of our drivers. Thanks to all of you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this broadcast, and we will see you guys in the next race.